but we don't love seeing Ouch in losers bracket. So I'm glad to hear that he made it into the top 24, and we'll be seeing him tomorrow as well.
Okay, well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final set of the night. This is going to be, of course, JDV versus jaredisking1.
Yeah, it's always a little bit unfortunate when you match up with your region, but when you make it to top 32, you can't complain too much.
Exactly. I mean, you've made it this far. Some team kills are going to happen.
And you saw Jared earlier against DSAM, correct?
Yes. Very close game. That was a very good game indeed.
Yeah. So, I've seen both these guys on stream already. We'll have to see how they interact with each other here.
Yeah, I've actually seen like a lot more Pac-Man than I'm used to it on stream.
Yeah. JDV and T both showing that Pac-Man's a great character in this game. All right. Jared getting called out, trying to jump over this hydrant, and each time he's trying to jump over this hydrant, JDV is just saying, nope, you're staying on that side. You're eating a forward air, you're eating a back air. You are not coming over here. I have marked out my space with this hydrant. You're going to stay over there.
That's right. Dropping down with the down air, packing on a little bit more extra damage onto Jared. Oh, even getting a little bit of bell play of his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, JDV taking some of these, or using some of the same hydrant placements as T, and oh my goodness, that smash forward air killing at 80.
Yeah. T wasn't playing against Shulk, I believe.
Wait, sorry. I just mean the hydrant placement.
Yeah,
putting
it
like right on the insides of these platforms to create those little boxes.
I was gonna make a joke that T didn't have to deal with smash mode.
Oh, I mean, true.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check that before I shoot myself in the foot.
No, I don't think we've been seeing some more Shulk than usual too. I feel like I haven't seen this much Shulk.
Yeah, what's with all the Shulks?
And like Kome coming over, of course, and now Jared also just proving that this character, like, even if they're not talked about as much and we haven't seen them a ton, not a character you can forget about.
Very, very true. Okay, the down air in shield mode. It's not going to have that much launch, but still able to land a forward air for follow-up.
You've got that smash mode again.
I'm so surprised that JDV is brave enough to actually fight Shulk in smash mode. Like, what are you doing? You're at 80%, but that's kill percent.
Ooh, I like that from Jared. We saw that in the ESAM set as well. Going into shield and then actually re-grabbing ledge. Worst thing that happens against Pac-Man, you get clipped while you're on ledge and you're in shield mode, so you're fine.
Yeah. Even the bell is not going to be too big of a threat when you're in shield mode, but whoa.
Dash attacking smash. Oh, okay, and there we go. You're at 200%. You only live for so long.
Very true, but still, that's a full stock lead for Jared.
Yep, I like that. Shield Monado. Get out of that Galaga combo.
Wow, just kind of smothering JDV with shield or speed mode.
That water actually helping Jared land a little bit there. Getting out of JDV's start range.
Okay, Buster mode. Oh. I'm always curious to see when how Buster mode is going to work out for Shulk players, because it really is such a gamble. You either take more damage or you deal more damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Yeah, in that situation, I could see people just wanting to take the third fair. Oh my goodness, the smash art down
That was
there.
Tipper too.
Almost killing.
Okay, Nair kind of keeping JDV at disadvantage, but the hydrant going to put Jared off stage.
Hey, parry Nair, putting Shulk back off stage. JDV doing such a good job of keeping Jared in the corner. It's getting reversaled now.
Okay, Nair kind of knocking back Pac-Man. Jared with so many Nairs covering so much space.
Oh my goodness, he goes so deep.
He's just chasing. He is on the hunt. He's trying to take this game one now.
Oh my goodness, thank God that was weak hit of Pac-Man there.
Lemon.
Jared would have been gone.
Lemon or melon. Melons. Okay, the air slash second hit is going to make sure that JVD gets off the stage, and a clean back air takes game one.
Yeah, Jared showing that Shulk has the tools to deal with some of the stuff that goes on in this matchup. I imagine this matchup is pretty info intensive. Like you gotta know what breaks Hydrant in all of your different forms. Like what what all your moves do.
True.
As well as just like which of Pac-Man setups can you actually break out of by like going into shield or maybe even going into smash mode when you're at lower percents just to take more knockback but get out of the situation.
Very, very true. I mean, we've seen I'm curious to see like how Jared's going to continue to use the other modes and how JDV, because you said that this is like a team kill, but how often do these two players like actually play against each other?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I know they're both Washington, but I'm not 100% sure how often these two actually get to face off. I'm pretty sure Jared is Washington. He could be Oregon. Let me just triple check.
Pacific Northwest for sure.
Yeah.
But you can see like JDV just kind of getting it stuck on the ledge. Now the tables have turned, but with Buster Mode back online, let's see who's going to be taking the most damage from here. And it looks like Jared's going to come out on top of this Buster.
Yeah, no, they are both Washington, but okay. I'm not 100% sure how often these two get to play in bracket and how different this must feel too, being at such a high stakes point of such a big tournament too.
True, this isn't your local. This is the Battle of BC4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bell in hand, but now we are in jump mode. Ooh, I don't know about jump mode when the bell's out, because
woo. Almost killing there. JDV with the good DI. Not going to die.
Down air. Only going to connect to the shield. And now Jared throwing JDV off once more. Speed mode is like the spammy mode.
Yeah, speed mode and airs.
That's where you really start pushing buttons.
You just fall so fast. Oh, does pick up that smash art again.
Oh, that was definitely a mix-up to get a forward throw.
Not killing quite yet. And back air. Yep, does cover that roll. That startup with that back air. And Jared with the first stock of our game 2.
Okay. Air slash out of shield. Such a good move. And here we are, back to Buster. You got a full stock lead. You might as well see how to roll the dice a little bit. See how it goes in your favor or not.
Nice. He tries to beat out that melon with a hitbox, and JDV quite ready to whiff punish it.
Okay, poking with the back air. Jared has been doing a great job of maintaining stage control and just commanding the ledges. Just trapping JDV over and over.
Yeah, I feel like the story so far with Pac-Man has just been like, how do you kill this character, right? But Jared, finding these options with the smash art, keeping him in the corner, and now Shulk's the one that is having troubles finding or being killed.
Yeah, I mean, shield mode's already pesky enough, but even without it, JDV's having trouble.
Jared's so comfortable too with just playing this slow.
Yeah, this isn't really the West Coast style that I'm used to. I mean, most West Coast players, they kind of charge head first at each other, but these two are being really patient.
Listen, I don't know how you do it down in SoCal, but
maybe it's just SoCal.
In B&W, we can't. A lot of our
defensive.
I think most of our top players are just we can't.
Oh, okay.
we time people out in a lot of matchups, which.
All right.
These two players, I know Jared actually played against one of our BC players earlier, got timed out game 1, and then games 2 and 3 just were like 2-minute games. So, PNW players, sometimes they turn it up, sometimes they turn it down, just depends on the matchup.
It's definitely a down, and as you can see, JDV has brought it back to even stocks, but he needs to slowly bring his percentages back up. Appears to be, good math. Yeah, I think JDV probably wasn't opting to go for a throw there. Just ensuring that we get rid of the shield mode.
Galaga ship taking a little bit of a detour, taking the scenic route, going off to the right side of the stage before traveling back towards Jared.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool because I think the Galaga actually kind of covered an aerial approach from Jared.
Yep. And just using that smash art, keeping it simple, just covering the roll with that forward air. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the things that Pac-Man likes, that this shield art is just giving him so much trouble.
Yeah, and as you can see, like, JDV really using the Pac-Man tools, kind of just like the most common ones with like the hydrant approaches, waiting for the Galagas or the bells. We did see some like sneaky stuff from JDV earlier with like he was able to make the melon just like fly across the stage.
I mean, talking about Pac-Man grab, JDV's gotten like 3 or 4 Pac-Man grabs in a row here.
True. That's definitely not a taunt in his hands. Ooh, all right.
Okay, Shulk off stage. Jared's recoveries have been so good, too. Oh, trying to throw him into the apple for the kill. But does not actually get the setup. Jared, I guess maybe knowing to DI that down to avoid that apple.
Yeah, but an apple comes in and it's going to close out the stock regardless. And now we have an even game 2 as JDV, playing the slow game that he was, has brought it back.
Yeah, and I will turn our attention here. We're not quite there yet, but there's only a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I was kind of, seeing how these two are just continuing to play neutral, how they're getting their small combos and then returning back to neutral. And then now we've hit the 1 minute mark. We could, in fact, very well see a timeout. It didn't look like JDV was kind of setting up for a timeout, but now that option is there.
Yeah, I mean, well, JDV's been behind for most of the game. But, yeah, sneaking this lead ahead, and you can tell that the pressure's on for Jared. He needs to make something happen here, and he's feeling it. Yep.
No timeout, but we were 40 seconds away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, JDV, definitely not a player who's afraid of slowing things down when it gets to, these higher pressure sets.
Yes. Okay. Well, I will say I'm kind of hoping that we would see the same Jared that we saw versus the ESAM, where he really turned it on and was pressuring ESAM. Which, by the way, if you didn't get a chance to see that set, you should definitely check out the VODs. They're going to be on youtube.com/GalliantGaming.
Yeah.
So all the VODs are going to be there. Go check them out and check out all the other matches that you probably missed.
Yeah, lots of good VODs, lots of good matches. That's Gallant. That is Galint.
Wait, the I silent?
Gallant? It's there. Lint. Gallant. Yeah.
All right.
All good, though. I actually do think we might actually get to see Jared turn up a little bit. If it's anything like that last set I saw, he got timed out, and then just like the next 2 games after, he just was unstoppable.
Okay.
So could still happen here.
I mean, his winner side was looking very one-sided, and then he definitely turned it on. The pressure and the aggression just kind of came out of Jared full force, and that is a ton of damage.
Each of those first of all, it was dash attacking a dash attack. Second of all, both those dash attacks did like 20 apiece.
Buster's mode is crazy.
Yeah. And that's the thing the type of thing that Jared is just ready for. It's like dash attack, okay, my opponent's in this awkward position, like let's throw out another dash attack.
Yeah, throwing out more and more dash attacks, and Jared is now, I think he's out of Monado R's. He's kind of waiting for them to come back on cooldown, and he's just pressuring JDV from afar with his large sword.
Almost a projectile on its own.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's got the beam coming out of it. Oh, smash art near the ledge. Oh, it's so scary on Town and City because those blast zones are already so close.
Yeah, 90%. That's definitely kill percent.
It's absolutely kill percent.
All right, back to Buster. This one is a little interesting. Buster has such a high percent for both players already, but air slash out of shield, and that's going to really just put JDV on the other side of the stage and make sure that he doesn't have an opportunity to convert the bell into a kill.
Forward throw with smash art, not going to do it quite yet. Woo! Oh my goodness, that was so fast. The swap into jump art into the runoff forward air.
See, that's what I need. I need more of that. That's Jared turning it on. Turn on the aggression. Let's see more of that.
Okay. After you say that, both players resetting to neutral. But that's good. Jared trying to slow this down, not trying to let JDV take this stock back immediately, which JDV does anyways.
Yes, he does. Okay, now here we go. Few projectiles getting sent Jared's way, but still Buster Mode. The timer ticking down as both players really able to land a couple hits. Don't think there was like a clear winner to that Buster Mode.
Lots of aerials out of shield here from both players. Just kind of trading aerials on shield back and forth. This is prime neutral.
Okay, dash attack. No up B. I mean, that's kind of typically the move that we see come out from T. JDV opting to be a little different.
Yeah, just choosing to roll away, get out of that situation. A little bit scary to be near Shulk while he's got that Buster Mode on, so
I mean,
I don't blame
Shulk
JDV
in
at all
most
there.
modes is kind of scary.
It's true. Is there a mode that isn't, I guess, shield? Like,
Shield, yeah, he's not
that might be
scary
the
in
only
shield,
one.
but it just kind of, it goes from fear to just like, pain.
That back air almost doing it there for Jared. Doesn't quite clean it up.
Okay, speed mode's out. I mean, this is kind of where we typically see a lot of moves coming out from Jared, but speed mode only really gets depleted because of the Queen getting sent across the stage.
Yeah, and this is kind of the story we saw in the last game as well, where Jared was ahead for most of the game, but then, like, you get towards that last stock, and if you let Pac-Man get a lead, like...
Oh, good
swaps
shield
into
mode.
shield!
Good shield mode. That definitely saved that stock.
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more water in that hydrant, so we don't have to worry about the bell getting launched.
Ooh. Forward tilt almost killing. Smash art again. 130. This is so scary if you're Jared. And yeah, he shields, and that smash art does not pay off. Goes right back to it. I mean, obviously a little bit less risky at this point, yeah. But
the downside's not too bad right now, but jump, racing into the air, not going to find the up air though.
And yeah, okay, does take the stock. We got about 2:30 left on the clock. I wonder how much these players are thinking about that timer.
I don't think they are. Just like the way that they've been playing, it doesn't look like they're trying to get like a small lead and then really retreat. They're just continuing to play neutral, which about the same pace that they've been playing this entire set. Okay, speed mode is back on with a 30% deficit. Jared is taking his slime, slowly creeping his way to JDV.
Yeah, neither of these players wanting to be the first one to take that risk.
Yeah, I give it to you, Pacific Northwesters. You guys know how to not push buttons.
Yep.
That is a skill because humans naturally want to push buttons.
Yes. If there's a button there, you know, of course I want to press the button. Like.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a caliber of player. Oh, okay, Jared actually almost jumping into the bell, but avoiding it. And now with speed mode back online, are we going to see Jared turn on the heat? He's kind of just remaining in neutral.
Does take that Galaga ship away. Doesn't get a whole lot out of it.
Sending the hydrant. Okay, landing in there. And that's some big damage right there. 58% at the ledge. Could spell disaster for JDV if he's able to land a hit. But unfortunately for Jared, Smash Mode doesn't exactly do a lot of shield pressure.
Okay, speed, Monado, forward air. Isn't going to do too much here.
Let's see, what do we have available? I think jump is still available. That could be something very good to use against JDV. There he goes, puts the Luigi mode on now. Let's see, is he going to be able to actually approach? No, Buster mode comes back. Don't think Jared feels that 81% is probably enough to actually get the kill that he's looking for. But Locust, we are at 45%. And you know what? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
I was getting ready to ask the question again, like, you know, how much do you guys think that, or how much do you think they're thinking about the timer now? You get to the 45-second mark, I think it's starting to weigh on them a little bit. But that's pretty much a carbon copy of that game too, right?
Yeah.
Jared is ahead for most of the game, and then you get into that last stock, and it starts to kind of fall apart.
Yeah, Jared just, like, you can tell that he wants to go in. Like, he's forced to approach because, one, he's behind, and then two, like, the way that JVD is setting up his traps, it's making very difficult for a linear approach that Jared's looking for.
Yeah, and like for those of you guys who like, I know timeouts aren't super common with like a 7-minute timer. They don't happen a ton, but like it's so mentally taxing to be at this like level of reacting and like this level of presence of mind for 7 full minutes.
Oh, it has to be exhausting. And you know what? This is the 4th game that they've had to do it. I will not be surprised if we once again go down to a less than a minute timer. But guess what? As soon as you like notice that there's less than a minute, you kind of just start side-eyeing that clock like, that's kind of tempting.
Hey, yep.
But these two have been really committed to their play styles and just kind of remaining to reset back to neutral, win neutral, reset, and just playing the game over and over and over.
Ooh, good knowledge there from JDV, knowing that even when Shulk is in shield mode, he gets a throw combo, which is that up throw into the up tilt. Not a whole lot, but, you know, it's better than not getting a throw combo.
True. We'll take every damage you can get.
All right. JDV getting that nair, putting Jared off stage. Does throw out that bell, does not get anything out of it. Jared needs to... Okay, does reset to neutral here.
Okay, Bell's back in hand with Jared at such a high percent. You know, that is going to be the scary situation. That's why you see the shield mode come out, which, you know, now I'm kind of thinking about it. Shield mode maybe needs to be used by Jared a little bit more.
Oh, Buster takes a lot of damage from that back air.
Yeah, the air mobility in jump mode is going to make sure that Jared not only gets to the stage, but gets to the other side of the stage without JDV really being able to challenge. Oh, where are you going?
Must have been an attempt at a ledge trump there. Does not actually get it. I believe Jared can get ledge trump into up B as a kill option, so I'm guessing that was the option there.
I see. Okay, well, there's the air slash.
Goodness. Yeah, he didn't have a double jump, so JDV felt like, okay, he whiffed this fair, like he has to reset now. Jared saying, nope, I have a tool you have forgotten about, which is the air slash.
The air slash. I mean, we haven't seen it come out too often, but looks like Jared was keeping it for a very clutch moment. It has given him the lead. But we've seen this in the last 2 games. Ooh, okay.
Clean air dodge just to pick that up. Oh, and the downward angled F tilt will take that first stock. Jared taking a second on that spawn platform.
And with Jared, of course, having Buster mode on, both these players going to trade and then reset right back to neutral. So not really messing around with Buster mode. Just in case, you know, Jared is able to extend a combo, JDV doesn't want to have that big of a deficit.
Like, Pac-Man combos do so much damage already. I can only imagine how much, like, a Galaga extension with Buster mode on.
80, easily.
Like, it has to be, at least 80. Right,
Okay.
both these players taking it slow. Oh, we actually are going to see the Buster confirmed with Galaga. And yes, it did about 80% brown from about 15 to around 100. Crazy confirmed there from JDV.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the gamble of Buster mode, right? Like, you do more damage, but you also take more damage. And now I think with Jared just being at such a high percent, he doesn't see the risk, only the reward for Buster mode.
Oh, yep. That's something that Jared likes to throw out a few times just to make sure you think about it. Gives out that nair, and then once your back is turned, goes for that backslash.
Now, I've heard about something called the Jared Smash. Why haven't we seen that here? Where's the Jared Smash I've heard so much about?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see indeed. I haven't seen not nearly enough F smashes coming out from Jared. I think it's a little bit outside of his personality. I think that's why we're in this predicament.
At least
Jared
against
smashes.
JDV. Like.
More Jared smashes, that's all I'm saying. I'm a believer.
Okay, 81% on Pac-Man. Gets the melon. Yep.
Okay.
And now you're Jared. Do you think you glance at the clock when you're on the spawn platform? 2:30 left.
I mean, at this point, the time is working against Jared. He needs to not only close out this stock, and then fly a little bit of percent onto JDV, who has a good amount of projectiles. That's going to be pretty difficult to deal with. So you're going to want a good percentage lead.
And JDV in absolutely no hurry here. Even on the recovery, he's taking some time below the stage, charging up fruit off stage.
Ooh, that tag.
Wow, the armor just powering right through. JDV staying safe. It looked like he had the read on the grab, but then still just covered that roll in. So Jared bringing this back. 1 stock apiece, 140 on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're looking at it just yet, especially with JDV putting up like another 40 damage combo. Oh, good boxing tools from JDV. Down air into forward air. And now we see him like actually kind of just throwing Jared off stage. Not really trying to interact with him. This actually could be what you've been talking about, Locust. This could be the timeout game.
Yeah, it could happen. I imagine we probably won't see it just because when you're 118% on Shulk and you're down like this, I imagine you try and make something happen, and that's either going to end it for one of these players.
Very true, but we are sub 1 minute now.
That down air, if that connected and sent out forwards, that might have killed.
With jump ball? That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rage on the table.
There is a lot of rage for sure, but Bell is out. We are at the 35-second mark. Not going to get hit with that. Are we going to see a throw down? Oh, throws it to the left.
Gets the throw. Has some time.
Hydrant in play, and the F-tilt connects, and JDV advances to top 24.
Yeah. Handshake between these players. They know each other well. You know, JDV, a little bit of pop-up afterwards.
Yeah, I mean,
shows the respect to the other player.
The mental fortitude that set took to continue to apply pressure, reset, play neutral, win neutral, reset, play neutral, win neutral, reset. The rinse and repeat that set took, that is exhausting.
For 4 games, on top of a long tournament day already. Like, that is intense from both of those players, honestly. Big shout-outs to Jared. Great run from him. Going to be leaving us at 25th, but great run there.